2, 1, action. Okay, welcome back, guys. Here's the deal. We've obviously already covered one type of transformation this year, which was what? Translations, very good. And any transformation that we're talking about right now creates what kind of figure? Congruent. Very good, Caleb. Nailed it. So we're going to move on to reflections now. So I know we haven't talked about reflections yet as a class, but when you hear the word reflection, what do you think of?
A mirror.
A mirror. Beautiful. A mirror image. But what happens when you look at a mirror? What happens to the image? Ben? It flips. It's backwards. But do you change shape or size in the mirror? Not with a normal mirror, right? Maybe like a fun house or something, but not a normal mirror. So that's the whole idea behind a reflection. If you guys look up here, where I wrote a basic, easy to read definition for reflection, it's a flip of a figure over a line of reflection. So essentially, I'm going to tell you, when we get into this subject, where that line of reflection is, and you guys are going to then reflect your figure over it. Obviously, we want to see a congruent figure, just like we did with translations. Everybody understand? Okay, so what you have in front of you is a graph. Now in a minute, I'm going to ask you to attempt to reflect the shape that I showed you. But first, let's cover some background knowledge. Coming in, we already know what? We know how to plot ordered pairs, right? We learned that last year and probably even in 6th grade. So we know how to plot ordered pairs. We know there's an x coordinate, we know there's a y coordinate, right? We also should know our quadrants. Does anybody in here remember their quadrants? Zach, what are they?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good. Counterclockwise, right? So if I was to tell you where the quadrants are, Zach said this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is 3, and this is 4. That's going to be handy knowledge when it comes into reflections, okay? So back up here, what's the last thing we also should know coming in? How to add and subtract integers, right? That's something you guys have been practicing for a while. How do I put a positive and a negative number together? What happens? Where does it go? Okay? So, right now, while I take roll, I'm going to have you guys attempt, without any prior knowledge of this, how to reflect this shape. We got triangle ABC right here. I want you to reflect it over the y-axis. Reflect it over the y-axis. See what you can do. Okay? Remember, these pre-assessments are not graded. This is just a basis for me to judge where we're at and where we need to go. Okay? Beautiful, Ben. Nailed it. So, walking around, I can see a lot of us have a decent understanding of this concept already, which is great news, which means we're going to be able to really harness the depth of what we need to out of this section. Okay? So,